Hello, thanks for being here. Hi, Penny. Penny, I know. Penny, go lie down for a bit. I won't be long here. I found a Commodore 64 board. Gotta check it out. Hi, Penny. No, there's no room up here right now. I'm gonna clear this off. I am. I'm gonna clear this off. I know, Penny. Okay, so, yes, I was upstairs, not the basement this time. I was in what I affectionately refer to as the box room. And I found a Commodore 64 circuit board. And it seems to be fully populated. Looks like it's had some sockets put in here and there a time or two. But it looks okay. Hi, Penny. So, okay, that's the disk drive cable. That's the monitor cable. Okay, monitor cable is in. Power supply cable, and yes, I'm still using my original, way back when, Commodore 64 power supply to test things with. I am. Alright, we'll turn on this handy dandy monitor, which is of course a modern thing. We'll give it a moment. Please wait. Alright, now it's this video. Now, I have no clue. Okay, now I see scratched into the top of the metal that protects the cartridge port, no picture. Hi, Penny. Yes, we have no picture here. Anyway, well, let's see. Anything happens. Oh. And we have, as predicted, no picture. Well, let me just grab this. By the way, another thing I found in my travels. This is extra RAM for an Amiga 500. Alpha RAM, made by Alpha Data. External 8 megabyte card for A500, A500 Plus. There seems to be a button here. I guess you could decide whether you want the button or the memory to be active or not. I have not tested this yet. What I'm looking for, and I have found, is the dead test cartridge. So I need to check. Now I need to move the jumpers. Yes, I need to put on my spectacles. Dead test is, I thought, all of them off. Okay. So, the machine is off. I'm just going to try that again to see if there's... I hear a little tweak of something, but I see nothing. And I will put in the cartridge that is the dead test, and it will probably do nothing. Because, of course, it's dead. But once in a while, I get surprised that something will appear. Now, I had here some chips in a bag. I did. Because I see this thing is so far doing nothing. Let me just... Aha. Look at that. Oh. Alright. And if the Commodore 64 is not working, of the 64 is still on. Nothing is happening. Now, typically, in a situation such as this, I would take things out of here and put them in something else. I would. But I'm going to live on the edge. By the way, not every chip in this machine is socketed. Okay, so that's the PLA chip picked. And so, I shall grab from this bag another PLA chip. Why am I doing this? Well, because oftentimes it's the PLA chip. Now it's funny, one thing I see, and this is turned off, the socket the PLA chip is in does appear to be a little wonky. What does that mean? Well, some of the connections look a little out of place. They do. Anyway, let's see if this makes any difference at all. I still have the dead test cartridge in. I do. Now, does this mean that everything else is just tickety-boo? No, not really. But it certainly helps. Now, the other thing I did look at, and I looked at this, is there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the chips and sockets. Only one had, wait for it, a little red dot. So perhaps somebody at some point, and it wasn't me, checked this over and said, you know, I think it's PLA, and maybe tested it and put a little red dot on it, or maybe it's pink. I don't know. Anyway, this will certainly give us a hint as to what is what. It is artwork number 251173, revision B. Assembly number 250407, made in Hong Kong, Commodore, International, copyright 1983. So soon, hello Penny, soon, if the SID chip, which is not socketed, is working, hi Penny, we should hear it sing. Yes, isn't that special, Penny? Isn't that special? Penny, I would pick you up, but I know you don't like being picked up. So, what I'm going to do now, Penny, well, I still have the cartridge in here. I'm going to jump the jumpers, flip one dip switch, turn it on. Hello, Penny. Penny, do you want me to pick you up? Penny, come here. Penny, 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 Penny. Penny, come here. Do you want me to pick you up? I know you don't like being picked up. Sorry, I have too much stuff on here for you to climb up here right now. I do. So the reason hi Penny, put in this dead test cartridge was, well, I don't have the harness ready here, but I can hear the complete SID chip. Yes. The rumble. Okay, well that is good. Now, I'm now going to turn this off. I'm going to... Penny! Hey! Penny, go see Andrew! I'm going to take the cartridge out. And I'm going to turn this on and see what comes up. Hi, Penny. Ta-da! Oh, okay. Now, that is strange. The cursor is white. And I, of course, without a keyboard on here, I did nothing. Just looking. The keyboard connector does not look damaged. Let's try again. Ah, okay, I saw a little wonkiness here, and this is white. What does that mean? Yes, I know, Penny. I know. Penny, do you want me to pick you up even though you don't like being picked up? Yes? Okay, Penny, come here. Penny, Penny, Penny. Oh! Ah! And now you run away. Okay. So I think this probably requires some further investigation. Perhaps a CAT scan. Penny, would you like me to pick you up so you can do a CAT scan? So, I believe behind here also, I had... Ooh, I can't see. Are you behind me on the chair now? You are a sneaky cat. Oh my. Alright, somewhere back here, I had... Oh, I'll just put it there. Some defective chips. Penny. 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 Oh, Penny, Penny, Penny. Alright, I'm gonna run my Penny. I'm just gonna check the heat. Ooh. Hi, Penny. Ooh. Yeah, some of these chips is mighty warm. Hi, Penny. How are you doing? Like the... Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is that? I'm just touching the video chip. And weird things are happening. I don't know if you can see that. I'm just pushing on it. And the colors of the letters are flickering. Now they're white. Maybe the chip is getting too hot. I wonder if I am the heat sink. I have no... Oh, yeah, that's getting warm. Where's the SID chip? Okay, kind of warm. This ROM chip here is quite warm. Quite warm indeed, I tell you. Penny, are you... No, no, no. Penny, really. Penny. Penny. Wow. Okay, Penny. I see you. I do. I see you, Penny. That's really not... I know you're very creative. Yes, you are. There we are. Okay. I will hold you here. I will hold you for a bit. No, you can't get on there. No, you can't. No, that's a computer. It's wide open. I know you don't like being held. I know it. Okay, Penny. Slow motion fall. I know. Okay, so. Strange. But consistent. If I put my finger on this video chip, and it is warm. Oh, that hurts. Then the colors change. Oh, interesting. Interesting indeed. pins. And a little fluff on there. But they look okay. And we'll try on these glasses. Ooh, looks good. Line up the holes. Push in the chip, all nicely reseated. Turn the computer back on. Oh. And as soon as I touch it, the same thing happens. The letters eventually go white. Now I picked the board up off the desk here. I saw a little flicker, but not as much. Maybe heat is getting out. Put that down again. Now that is weird. Well, let me try something. This is not a metal table. This should make no difference at all. I'm just putting a little cardboard notebook underneath the 64. And the letters still do weird things. There, they're all white, but then they go back. And the cursor is white. Just when you think you've seen it all, something weird pops up. Well, in this handy dandy bag of spare chips, I do have another video chip. So, just for fun, because we're here, so as always, we check the pins, we check the witness mark, and we try not to drop it. And then we turn it on. And then we see what happens. Aha! And now it looks just dandy. So it would seem that maybe inside this chip there are, and notice the cursor is also blue now, not white. Perhaps some of the tiny, 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 tiny traces. Tiny, tiny traces. Maybe some of them are suspect. Now I wonder if this chip is going to get as hot. Does not feel so hot as of yet. So that, wow, a double failure. Somewhat. And now I'm pushing on the chip. Everything is fine. And you know, it's warm, but it's not bad. So maybe it was kind of a little bit shorting out inside, because it was getting pretty hot. And of course, it was doing strange things. So I think what I'm going to do right now is turn this off. I'm going to put in this cartridge, which is the, well, it's a bunch of things. You can pick all kinds of things. But I'm going to turn it on and not It's not the dead test, it's the other one that tests the SID chip better. And I'm going to let this run for a while. See what happens. So this would be an interesting chip to stick into a machine if somebody was, learning about things. It's so close to okay, but not quite. It's funny how some of the failures are so subtle. Subtle. Very subtle. Anyway, I'm going to let this run. I shall. And right now, I'm going to go see what's up with Penny. And you can't even see this whole menagerie in front of me. But yes, I got to get this cleared off. I do. I did make some progress on other workspaces, but not this one. Oh, good news. I did find a VIC-20 original power supply, the 2-prong variety, so I can have a look at some of the other VIC-20s that I've just left aside. I'm just looking up above. I see one there. I'm sure there was another. Alright, I'm going to I'm going to push on this a bit. Seems okay. I'm going to put this with the other strange chip. That one I think I might set aside specially. And that's unique. It is. It is indeed. Anyway, I'm going to let this run. And I'm going to look for Penny. Penny! I don't know where she went. I don't know where she went. Penny! Penny! Hear a funny little extra crackle in there. But it seems consistent. Anyway, fair. You know what? You keep an eye on this. I am going to go look for Penny. Let me know if anything goes wonky. Thanks very much for being here. Bye for now. If I had my hat on, I would tip it. I forgot my hat. Ooh, hang on. I can do with my hair this long, this is kind of tight. But bye for now. Keep an eye on this. Well, that's about enough of that.